PlayStation decided that July 1st would be a really good day to piss people off, and not only the people on Twitter, but companies they've worked with in the past, game developers, and customers who've probably supported them for years by announcing that they wanted to stop the production of discs by 2028. The phrase, "you will own nothing in like it," is unfortunately becoming a real thing, whether you want to believe it or not. But the reality is that with a decision like this, PlayStation is taking away the choice of how we want to play. Either pay full price for an 8-year-old game or just don't play it. And they're just showing that they're another greedy company that wants the most money in their pockets at the cost of their public image. And if I can choose between waiting 2 to 3 days for my copy of Assassin's Creed and only paying $20 compared to the Play Store that's still $60 for a game that came out in 2018, I'm probably gonna go with the cheaper option, as might a lot of people. Though, while I was scrolling through Twitter, I wanted to see the responses of how people are taking the news, and I kept seeing a certain type of comment that summarizes the part of the player base that gave PlayStation the bright idea of making this announcement anyway. Must be nice to know that you can have your account revoked at any moment for any reason and lose access to all of those games. That's the digital future you want, right? And while you might not care about not owning your game permanently, I would like to keep my library of games and be able to play them whenever I want, as do many others. Not only that, but PlayStation making this decision means that games will most likely very rarely go on sale since they have no competition anymore since discs won't be produced past 2028. Those $40 to $60 games you would buy back then are now skyrocketing to 80, even 100, like the new GTA. And buying games secondhand is probably the only way a lot of people can even afford to play their favorite games now. And I'm sure they'd like to keep them for a long time because they don't know when they'd be able to enjoy another new game, or because they like to collect them. The backlash is so bad that they're even offering up to 50% off on PlayStation Plus, and companies this big are rarely ever that generous. But maybe, who knows, they'll reverse this decision before they poison the waters and other companies follow suit. But unfortunately, Crunchyroll, a Sony-owned company, is following an example. It's likely that Sony thought it was a good idea to add something similar to Crunchyroll by phasing out the sale of physical discs and forcing customers to pay $14 a month to even access their online store. So if Sony is doing this to one company, what's to stop them from doing this to PlayStation? I mean, do you want to pay $14 to even access the Play Store? Because it feels like they're heading that way. Is this really a future you want to live in, where you spend 70, 80, even $100 for a license to play a game you don't even own? I mean, PlayStation already does it if you don't connect your console to the internet in 3 years. So if preserving physical media is important to you, and it should be, considering that's how we have such a vast knowledge of music, movies, and documents from before most of us were even born, is because people preserved physical media. And there is a petition called to Don't Kill the Disc that is actively fighting against this decision, and at the time of recording has roughly 3,300,000 signatures. So if this decision upsets you as much as it does me, please consider signing it. Anyways, I just wanted to get my thoughts out, so thanks for listening.